and called security, saying homeless people don't have savings accounts. I'd been awake for 38 hours finishing the biggest project of my career. I'm a software engineer, and my startup had just closed a $2.4 million funding round. The money hit our business account that morning, and I needed to transfer my founder's share to my personal savings before the weekend. I drove straight from my office to the bank, still wearing the same hoodie and jeans I'd coded in for 2 days. I hadn't showered, my beard was patchy, I had coffee stains on my sleeve, and bags under my eyes so dark they looked like bruises. I probably looked like a mess, but I didn't care. I was exhausted and excited and just wanted to move my money and go home to sleep. I walked up to the teller window, handed over my ID and debit card, and asked to transfer $180,000 from checking to savings. The teller, a woman whose nameplate read Denise, looked at my ID, looked at me, and her expression shifted into something cold. She typed something into her computer and frowned. "Sir, this account has been flagged. I need to speak with my supervisor." I asked what the problem was. She ignored me and picked up her phone, whispering something I couldn't hear. 2 minutes later, a man in a suit appeared beside her. He introduced himself as the branch manager and asked me to step aside from the window. I asked again what was wrong. He said there were inconsistencies between my appearance and my account activity. Inconsistencies, I repeated. He looked me up and down slowly. "Sir, this account shows a balance of over $200,000, but you don't exactly look like someone who would have that kind of money." I felt my stomach drop. I explained I was a software engineer, that I'd been working all night, that the money was legitimate. The manager exchanged a look with Denise. She whispered something about identity theft being rampant lately. The manager asked for additional identification. I gave him my passport, my business card, and pulled up my company website on my phone showing my photo as co-founder. He studied everything with exaggerated skepticism. "This website could be fake," he said. "Anyone can make a business card." Denise nodded along like they'd cracked some elaborate scheme. I asked them to call the corporate office that had wired the funds. I gave them the number. The manager said they didn't verify accounts by calling numbers provided by the account holder because fraudsters always have accomplices ready to answer. My voice was rising now. "So how exactly am I supposed to prove this is my money?" Denise leaned forward with a smug expression. "Homeless people don't have savings accounts, sir. I don't know what scam you're running, but it won't work here." I felt like I'd been slapped. "I'm not homeless," I said through gritted teeth. "I haven't slept because I've been working." She rolled her eyes. "That's what they all say. Security is on the way." 2 security guards appeared within minutes. The manager explained that I was attempting to access an account that likely wasn't mine. He'd already frozen it as a precaution. I watched Denise smirking behind the counter like she'd just caught a master criminal. The guards flanked me, hands near their belts, treating me like a threat. Other customers were staring. Some moved away from me. A mother pulled her child closer. I was exhausted, humiliated, and trapped in a nightmare over my own money. I asked to speak with someone higher up. The manager said he was the highest authority in this branch, and his decision was final. He suggested I leave before they involved the police. That's when I pulled out my phone and called my lawyer. I put her on speaker and explained what was happening. She asked for the manager's full name and the branch address. When she mentioned she was preparing a discrimination complaint and would be contacting their corporate legal team within the hour, the manager's confidence flickered. That's when an older gentleman in the lobby stood up and walked over. "Excuse me," he said calmly. "I think there's been a misunderstanding." Everyone turned. He looked at me and smiled. "You're one of the founders of Nexus, aren't you? I was at your pitch presentation last month. Brilliant work on the AI integration." The security guards loosened their stance. The manager's face went pale. The man continued. "I'm on the board of First Capital Ventures. We almost invested in your company." He turned to the manager. "This young man just closed a major funding round. It's been all over the tech news. I'd suggest you unfreeze his account immediately unless you want this bank's name attached to a viral discrimination lawsuit." Denise's smirk had completely vanished. The manager stammered something about protocol and customer safety. The gentleman cut him off. "Protocol doesn't include humiliating legitimate customers based on how they're dressed." He looked at me. "I'd also suggest you move your accounts to a bank that deserves your business." The manager unfroze my account himself, apologizing profusely while avoiding eye contact. Denise disappeared into the back and never returned. I transferred every dollar to a different bank that afternoon, and my lawyer filed a formal complaint by evening.